Hi, friends. Welcome to the VLLOW podcast. Thank you very much. Let me start by saying we've got some amazing positive feedback from a whole lot of you. It's very encouraging to get your feedback because that's what keeps us going, honestly. Um, and it inspires us to make better and better content, even though our main business, as you know, at VLLOW is making best and most customizable cricket equipment. But we believe that content is the best way to make our story known and make our brand well known in specifically in the US. So one of the things that I've heard from many of you that you'd want to see is you'd want to see more about a podcast on pace bowling. So here we go. Without further ado, we have today's guest, who is the most fastest bowler of his time. He's been the chief coach of MRF Pace Academy, and he's been a scout at Mumbai Indians, one of the most well known IPL teams in the world. So let me introduce to TA Sekhar, sir.
Good afternoon. Nice to come here, Bhavik.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time to talk to
It's a
us.
pleasure.
So we have a lot to cover today, but I definitely want to start and go back to the playing days. Um, so maybe begin by like talking about or telling the viewers about how you started uh, your cricketing journey. You know, what got you most interested or attracted to pace bowling at that time.
See, the thing is, you are born in India. Cricket is the game. 6, 7 out of 10 would like to play. They started as a small kid playing in Maidan cricket in Chennai. That is, we had a ground, and there was one guy, Gurumurthy. He was running a team. He had A, B, C, D, 4 teams. So those who are in school, they'll play with tennis ball a lot. That helped us a lot to learn how to bowl, how to bat, and how to field, because there's no fear of getting injured or something like that.
Right.
And then once you cross that school, finish your school, and then you are graduated to the B team where they play with the cricket ball. But I was graduated when I was in the school final year because they found that I've got some X factor. So I started playing the league matches, Tamil Nadu cricketers in league matches. Then with that, I got a college admission because of cricket. See, in India, the thing is, if you do well in cricket in India, then the college admission comes at your door, job comes at your door, and the teams will invite you to play for the team, and you have this advantage playing in India. So like that, my cricket was going, and then I was started playing like that. But I always wanted to be a fast bowler, and I want to bowl fast. Dennis Lee was my idol when I played my college cricket and all those things. Those days there was no television telecast in India. I'm talking about early 70s. So I used to keep his photograph, where his famous bowling action
The bowling action picture, yeah.
in my. We don't. Those days there was no personalized kit or something. We used to carry our shoes on chain shirt in a small Air India box, blue color box. Even Sunil Gavaskar and all these people, they used to. That used to be a very proudest possession for us those days. If you are carrying that, that means you are a cricketer of a repute. So whoever went to Bombay, they used to buy that box and then give it to us, some 20 rupees or something like those
Right.
days. That's it. The team had a kit. There will be some 4 or 5 bats, pads, gloves, everything. Like that we started. And there was no formal coaching. I never had, nobody even taught me how to hold the ball. I ran, bowled, and made a lot of mistakes. Lucky enough to play for India. That's what I consider myself, because I got the breaks a little bit later because I had some, because typical Brahmin family, there's no nutrition, not much of nutrition. Nobody knew what is nutrition was those days. And we just played more for the passion than anything else.
Right.
Day in and day out, we used to go and 7 days a week we used to practice or play matches on the weekends like that. Mad cricket or go and watch, sit in a ground and watch matches. So like that our career started, and then slowly we started playing for college, played for the university, played for under 22, because by that time under 19 was there when it was only under 22.
Mm-hmm.
Then played my first match against international team was Gopalan Trophy.
Okay.
Sri Lanka versus Tamil Nadu. But that Sri Lanka was not a recognized test playing status
Test playing
was not
country.
there.
Wow.
So they'll play only with the smaller teams. So I played that game, and then 1980 I made my debut.
Mm-hmm.
First ball in Ranji Trophy I got a wicket. Shoaib Akhtar caught behind. So straight away I was picked for the South Zone, Dilip Trophy, got 5 wickets and 50. So I immediately said, is then another, they used to call carbon copy of Kapil Dev or something like that. And my career started like that, and then started going up, came into the Indian reckoning. 83 I made my debut, played for India, went to Pakistan. 85 I played against England. In between I played against West Indies, and I had a knee injury. Then there was no doctors who could operate in India at that time. So I came on a trip to England and America with a cricket team. So I came here to Tulsa. My knee was operated, and nobody told that there is a post-operative rehab. I didn't do. Straight away I went back to India and played.
Started bowling.
My knee was swollen like a football. And I did a lot of things wrong, and there was no gym available, no gym instructor available, no strength and conditioning coach. That's why I'm telling you, my cricket career was so crude. There's no help, no coach helped me, nobody helped me. Still, I finally lucky enough to play for India. I consider myself very lucky enough to play for India. So, because at least in North, there is some kind of a training and all those things were there, but in South, it is not much. Because South, many fast bowlers played for India from South.
Right.
Later on, only Srinath, Venkatesh Prasad, and so many, all these guys
They
played.
came into being, yeah.
This was one of the reason of Pace Foundation was started by Ravi Maman, who was, unfortunately, he died after 1 year of starting the Pace Foundation.
So we'll get into your coaching experiences, but on as far as the your playing days is concerned, I wanted to ask. So at what point did you realize that you had, and as you mentioned, an X factor that somebody else saw that was quite unique? Even though it wasn't refined, and as you mentioned, it was somewhat crude, there was at least a baseline X factor, which was not at all common in those days.
See, the thing is, I wanted to bowl fast right from the day one. But I had a very good physique. I was tall, 6 feet 4 inches tall, and strong. I never did any exercise or anything to become strong. Naturally, I was strong. I wish I had done some exercise so that could have extended my international career a bit more. But that was the only thing I never worried about, because there was no coaching available. See, in a way, I was unpolluted. Nobody told me what to do, what not to do. Whatever came to my mind, I did it. And people used to run away from me, in the sense, people used to get scared to play. Harish Charan's father-in-law used to play very well. He was the only guy who could play comfortably against my speed at that time. We used to play a lot on matting. There was not many turf wickets in Tamil Nadu at that time. Yeah. So as I played more and more, so I got refined, and then unfortunately the knee injury put me off. When I was on the peak of my career, that knee injury came because of the shoes were very bad. I used to get shoes made in India, Firefly shoes, or somebody in Balwinder Singh Sandhu used to make a shoe from a cobbler in Bombay and used to send it to me. There was no proper cushioning, and the grounds were very bad in Tamil Nadu. So like that, we had a lot of challenges. Yeah. But it was a challenge for us to come over that and play for India was a great
Yes.
thing. But Venkatraghvan was the captain. He supported me a lot. He liked me. He went and told that this fellow should be encouraged because he is one of the quickest bowler I've seen.
Right.
Srikanth used to say that he is the quickest I've played. So I had a lot of encouragement like that, but not technical inputs. I didn't get much, or training or strengthening. I didn't get much.
Right. And your first call up to the India team was a
Pakistan,
big surprise,
1983,
right? Because you.
because I bowled very well in the Duleep Trophy match against West Zone. I got 5 and 2 wickets. The full, because India was going to Pakistan, the full team played. Gavaskar, Sandeep Patel, Venksatkar, everyone played. Ravi Shastri, did well in Wankhede at that time. I was picked for rest of India. Both the matches I bowled 25, 30 overs, didn't get a wicket. A lot of catches dropped. But Sunil liked my bowling. Sunil Gavaskar was always liked my bowling. Because I didn't get a wicket, I was not picked for the Pakistan tour. I was the first standby.
Okay.
Madan Lal was not fit, but he went on the trip. He didn't play the first 4 test matches. He was having some issue with his heel. Some bone spur was there, so he couldn't run. So at the end of India lost 3-0 out of the 4 test matches. So 5th test also he said he may not be able to play. Sunil Gavaskar said, I want a replacement. Because the first 3 test matches they played on green tops.
Right.
So I want a replacement. I want TA Sekhar to come. So then they sent me, and I played straight away one day match. Sunil said, treat this as a practice for you, and don't worry, you are playing the next 2 test matches, and then whatever you want to do, you do. So wickets were very flat because they had won the series. They don't want to take the risk
Chance, yeah.
So but Kapil was bowling great at that time. So the first match I played with Kapil Dev in Lahore Test match. First time in the series, Pakistan were all out for 330 or something like that. They were scoring 500, 600 runs, 330. Kapil got 8 wickets. Other end, I bowled, didn't get a wicket. But I bowled one end along with Kapil. The next test, we played in Karachi. Again, we batted first, 400 plus we scored. Pakistan, the 3 catches were dropped in 1 over.
That was your bowling.
Yeah, that was in my bowling. They dropped Javed Mehndad and dropped catch, ball went behind, so they took 1 run. Next ball, Mudassar Nazar again dropped, he took a run. Again Javed Mehndad, again he was dropped.
Oh, that's frustrating.
So after that test, I had because I bowled a long spell, 13 over spell I bowled. And in the evening in Karachi, the sea breeze comes and it is very cold. So I had a slight stiffness on my back. And I didn't bowl after that. And there was a rest day. After that, I thought the next day I was feeling better. I bowled there. But Pakistan declared. So we came batting. Everybody thought I was not fit. So Sunil Gavaskar was removed as captain. Kapil Dev became the captain to West Indies. I was dropped. And Madan Lal, after getting operated in Bombay, nobody saw his fitness. He was picked for West Indies tour.
Okay.
So that is where my test career was. And I didn't give up. I was fighting. I was playing domestic cricket, getting a lot of wickets and all that. Again, staged. I played against England. South Zone was England, bowled very well. David Goa said, the quickest bowler I have played so far on the tour. Why he is not in the Indian team and all this. So I was picked for 3 one-days. And I got 5 wickets in 3 one-days. Last match was a truncated match. 15 overs a game in Chandigarh because it rained. I got 3 wickets. David Goa in that tour, I got three times. And they announced the team for the World Championship where Sunil Gavaskar under his captaincy won. Elso Ramakrishnan made his debut.
Yes,
Ravi
correct.
Shastri got the Audi
The
car.
champion of champions.
Again,
yeah.
I was dropped.
Okay. That was 85.
85.
Yeah.
Again, I was dropped. Then I had a bit of knee injury. It was paining. Nobody could. And then I went to America and got operated. It took 2 years for me to come out of that. By that time, I had a offer from MRF that why don't you? Dennis Lee was coming. They wanted to set up a MRF Pace Foundation because Ravi Maman was the founder. He thought that Kapil Dev is there and he is not going to. He has already started playing from 77, 78. Already it is 88. 10 years he has played. Nobody knows how long he is going to play. But if another fast bowler or a couple of fast bowlers bowling along with Kapil Dev, India will give the same medicine what they are receiving when they go abroad.
Right.
So they hunted for coach. They got Dennis Lee accepted. And they wanted somebody to look after when Dennis Lee will not be there full time in India. He will come 3 visits or 4 visits. So somebody needs to train these trainees and all those things. They spoke to Abid Ali. They spoke to Madan Lal. Finally, Venkatraghavan recommended me. If you are looking at a fast bowler to coach, he is in Chennai. Why don't you consider him? Then they called me. Dennis Lee liked, and then I was taken. But the condition is I'll continue to play first class cricket. I said.
Right.
I'll continue to play first class cricket. I want to come back and play for India again. Show that I am good enough to play. They said, yes, okay, no problem. So that was the first time I had some formal coaching from Dennis Lee, who was my idol. So I got that 10 days of that coaching really helped me. I started feeling much better, much easier to bowl and all those things. Then I played that year for Tamil Nadu. We won the Ranji Trophy Championship. After 2-3 matches, I was dropped. I was not finding any Ranji Trophy team. Madhav Scindia was the president of BCCI. He came to Chennai. Sekhar, hey, what are you doing? Are you not playing? I said, no, I'm playing, but I'm not getting a chance to play. Then why don't you come and play for Madhya Pradesh? Sandeep Patel is going to play. Why don't you come and then you will help the youngsters? I was 32 at that time. I said, okay, fine. I just wanted to play some cricket and then show my skills.
Right.
So I went there, got lots of wickets. I was picked for the Indian team camp for the West Indies tour in 1989. The camp was held last couple of days in Pace Foundation. I hit Sanjay Manjurekar and Arun Lal and all those things. Raj Singh was a chairman. He felt that I am still bowling quick. I should be on the tour. I don't want to name the person, but he said, no, I don't want him in the team. One of the star players. Then I was not picked. Then I told MRF that I want to give up. Because if the star player is going to be there forever, so I would rather be a coach than be a competitor for my own boys. I want to give up. MRF said, no, you have to continue playing. So I continued to play till 91. 2 years I played for Madhya Pradesh. After that there is no motivation because I am going to be rejected again and again by the great player. I said, okay, I will give up. Now I will not listen to you people. I want to concentrate more on my coaching. Make sure that we produce fast bowlers for India. But on that 89 trip, the first Pace Foundation by Vivek Rasan was picked for the tour. He got 5 wickets in Sialkot. After that, he was made to carry drinks by the future cricket managers and the Indian team. So, but MRO was not deterred by all these things because it is an institution.
It's okay. Right.
So Dennis Lee put in his heart and soul. You have to give credit to that. And he brought the experts from Australia, set the fitness conditions for an Indian fast bowler, what he has to. Because the Australians coming there, they will set standards for an Australian body.
Right.
He set standards for Indian body. So MRF set up a Olympic-sized swimming pool, gymnasium, dietitian, running, athletic coach, psychologist, and boys will stay in a hostel where they'll be provided very good balanced diet, food, doctor available, physios available, everything they did. Whatever possible, those available in those days, they did. And slowly, because I was never a coach. I became a coach after taking up the coach role in Pace
Right.
Foundation.
Right.
But Dennis Lee taught me everything. So every year I used to go to Australia to update my knowledge. What is the latest developments happening? Then he introduced video sessions, video filming the boys, and how show what is the mistake you are doing, how to correct it. So like that, Dennis Lee was really responsible. There are two reasons for India now producing fast bowlers. One is Kapil Dev's inspiration.
Yeah.
Kapil is the greatest fast bowler the game has ever produced, because India will not produce a fast bowler like him. And the MRF Pace Foundation contribution to the Indian cricket, because there is nowhere in India a fast bowling was taught. Nobody knew, because India never had world class fast. Kapil was the first fast bowler
Yeah.
who could show that Indians can also be fast bowler.
I think you're being very humble by not talking about your contributions,
No,
especially
because
in
as
the
a coach,
MRF.
I did my level best, because MRF provided me the platform to do that, because nobody knew that such a thing will work, because Ravi Maman was a genius. One day he was going in the car, why not I start a Pace Foundation? Contacted Dennis Lee through Kirmani, because they played schools cricket together. Kirmani wrote a letter. Those days there is no mobile, nothing. Fax was also not there in 87, 88.
Wow.
It was only letters.
Letters, right.
So he wrote a letter to the Western Australian, Dennis Lee posted it to Western Australian Cricket Association. And it was in the Western Australian Cricket Association's managers draw for about 4 months. So one day he was clearing all the mails. He saw Dennis Lee's letter for Dennis Lee, and then he forwarded it immediately. Dennis Lee contacted Kiri. I will take the challenge. So he told, they called Ravi Maman. Dennis Lee is willing to take up the challenge. Then now it is up to you. He has given his phone number. Ravi Maman directly called him, flew over to Perth, and he fixed Dennis Lee. So he came. But Dennis Lee was at that stage, he was coaching in New Zealand, and he was staging a comeback into international cricket, because Alan Border wanted him to play a couple of matches to inspire the... Australia was also going through a transition period, because 1983, Marsh, Lilly and Greg Chappell, they retired. There was a big vacuum. Right. And they are in a transition period. That is the time Dennis Lee, Alan Border told him, why don't you just play a few matches so that we'll get... you'll inspire people. But Dennis Lee is an inspiring coach. The moment you see him, you'll feel as though that you have to go and bowl and showcase your talent. That kind of a character he was. So like that, we started, and then nearly about 21 bowlers played for India. So many players played for the Ranji Trophy and Dilip Trophy, who couldn't make it to the top. And the awareness was created, what to do, what not to do among the Indian fast bowlers. Today everyone knows. Now India, we have grown big, because Indian cricket is really
exploded.
A towering personality in world cricket now. Now the IPL has come, and cricket is booming in India. Everybody wants to play cricket, and we have produced so many bowlers.
So a couple players come to mind who probably might be the first in their generation of bowlers that actually got trained. And credit goes to the MRF Foundation.
Yeah, absolutely.
First being Javagal Srinath.
Yeah.
And another name that comes up, who's like you've coached him very closely, is Zahir Khan.
Zahir Khan.
Maybe talk about your interactions with them.
See, Javagal Srinath was playing Dilip Trophy, and one of the umpires, we had started the Pace Foundation, that 88 we started, and somebody said Karnataka one fellow is bowling really quick. He'll be bowling easily 140, 145. And he was doing engineering. So he cannot come and stay in Chennai for long, because typical South Indian family, they want education to be the first, and then only the cricket or whatever it is. So what we contacted immediately, and then he came. And he came only whenever there is a holidays of
Right.
in between the semester or whatever. He'll come and
A
stay
break.
with us
Yeah.
and then bowled and learn from Dennis Lee, and then he bowled. And Zahir Khan was different because that by that time, 97, we have established quite a bit. So I used to go and watch all these under 19 games, or I'll go to a state where go and conduct open trials, because there is always a slip between the cup and the lip. Because if you take a under 16 or under 19, you can have four fast bowlers, 4 plus 4, 8. But in a state in north like Punjab or
There's
Haryana or
many more.
Delhi,
Right.
there could be 20, 30 fast bowlers in each age group.
Right.
But those fellows on the particular day in the trial, they wouldn't have performed.
Showcased.
It's
Yeah.
always some president's nephew and vice president's cousin. They get one place in the team. On the particular day, he is not well. He couldn't attend the trial. So I was looking for those who missed the bus. So I used to go and conduct trials. 200, 300 boys will come, stand in the sun. By the evening, prune down to 10 or 20. Next day at 10, 20, I coach them what are the necessities you should do. From there, I'll pick the cream of 3 or 4 fast bowler. In the month of January, like that, 10, 15 states I used to go between October to January, bring them to India. Dennis Lilly will come and see those boys, and we shortlist those boys who can be inducted in the Pace Foundation in the coming.
So take us a bit more in depth in that process. It seems like that's a lot of work to visit so many places
Yes.
and shortlist the talent, not just what might be seen in competitive cricket, but
Yeah.
also outside of it, as you
Outside of it,
mentioned.
yeah.
What are the things that you and Dennis were
Dennis will not
looking
come.
for? Dennis would not come, but what
I
are the
will
things that
go
you
and
would?
select the boys, bring them to Chennai.
Right.
So, likewise, once I was watching the under 19 zonal games. India was playing 1997 World Cup. So, North Zone was the South Zone. That zonal matches were happening in Delhi. Srikanth was under 19 coach at that time. So, I was watching matches. West Zone was a South Zone match. Zahir Khan was not playing in the 11. So, he saw me and then came to me, sir, I want to come to the Pace Foundation. And when can I come? He said, Dennis Lee is coming on, this was early January, he is coming on 18th of January, because our criteria for attend the trials is somebody who has played for under 16 or under 19 for the state, or he should have played the university. University was very good those days. So universities he should have played. Say they can directly come and attend the trials. Ultimately, Dennis Lee will see, myself and Dennis Lee will see, and then if somebody is good, then we shortlist them and then keep them for another 1 or 2 weeks and then see how he progresses. If he is good, then we induct him in the next.
Can you
year.
define good? What when you're looking at these players, what are you looking for? Is it raw pace? Is it
See,
the
basically,
ability to
we
read the
look at
batsman?
speed, because it is a pace foundation. We look at speed and how when we talk to them, whether he is able to understand, whether he is adaptive, whether he has got the aptitude to learn. All these things we talk to them. So we video film them and then see them, and then we tell them these are the mistakes you do. Then we put them under running coach, gym, everything, whether how he is behaving with the. So we will get feedbacks. It is not just a speed, but we also saw and see his background, education background, whether he is educated or not educated. Then we address it accordingly, because there are not many guys who in some parts of India they just play cricket and then education is not great. Most of them are finding it difficult to understand English.
Right.
So, and we Pace Foundation, we had an English tuition for these guys, because ultimately once you play for India, you go and play against Australia, your Hindi is not going to help you.
Yeah, you have
So
to
you have
communicate.
to talk to them in English. So we helped some of the bowlers to learn English. English teacher will come every thrice a week. They are taught English. So like that, MRF did whatever is not getting in their own state or in their home. MRF was compensating for that. That is not a. But Zahir, when I told him, Dennis is coming on the 18th, and we will, you land on the 18th. 18th night only is coming. 19th onwards the camp starts. So you reach on the 18th, latest by 18th morning, so that 19th you will attend the camp. Or even if you go, otherwise 19th morning also you can come, that's not a problem. Anyhow, evening only we have that right. This fellow landed on the 16th. From the central station he calls, "Sir, I have come to Chennai." I said, "You are supposed to come on 18th or 19th. Why did you come on 16th?" Because we have not made any hotels. We have started from 18th onwards only.
Right.
Luckily, during that time, January, not many Pace Foundation boys will be staying there because they would have gone to play Ranji Trophy or under 19 or something like that. So I immediately told him, gave the instruction, take a three-wheeler auto and then go to this house. I told the warden that so and so will come, and then you allow him to check in. So he came. Evening, MRF had a cricket team. W. V. Raman, Senthil Nathan, Robin Singh, and all these fellows, all the top Tamil Nadu guys were playing for us. So we had team practice, and I called Zahir Khan to bowl. Raman said, "Hey, who's this guy who's coming and hitting the bat?" You know, this boy has come from Bombay. He played under 19. He's come for Dennis Lee's visit.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's looking good. So immediately I called Dennis. Dennis and myself, the previous visit, he's told me, India should have a left-arm fast bowler.
Yeah.
Since after Gavri, we didn't have a left-arm fast bowler at all. That will balance the team very well. You look for, whenever you go for trials, you look for. So I told Dennis, I found one good fast bowler. And those days, the mobile didn't have camera or anything like that. Mobile, I had a mobile, MRF has given me. So I called him and told him. Dennis Lee was over enthusiastic, and then he said, "No, I'm great. So he landed on the 18th night, and I told him that this boy is very good, strong fellow, and looks like what we are looking for, we have got it.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, we start the practice around 3 o'clock in the evening because Chennai is a bit hot.
It's hot.
And 3 to 6, 6:30, 7, the light will be there. 3 o'clock we'll start. Dennis said, "We are starting at 2 o'clock today because I want to see this boy." He saw him for 3 balls, and then he said, "We have got what we wanted. He's going to play for India in a year's time."
So the common thread that I'm hearing from many of these stories is there are some elements for a pace bowler that are genetic in nature, or it's nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
You have to have the right physicalities. You have to be strong, and there has to be raw pace. And then coaches like you and Dennis can work with that, but it's very hard to take
But
somebody
all
who
the criterias what Dennis wanted was
were
with,
there, right?
with Zach. Zahir, we call
Right.
him Zach.
Zach.
And he was supposed to do engineering. I think 1 or 2 years he did. He's a good student and quite an intelligent guy. So Dennis liked him a lot, and then spent a lot of time with him. And he was progressing well. I made him play for the MRF cricket team in outsides and tournaments and all those things. We played a KSCA tournament against Indian Airlines where Srinath and all these guys are playing. In that match, he got 7 and 4. Srinath was a prime fast bowler for India at that time, 97. He went and told the Indian team, India has got a fantastic left-arm fast bowler. I saw him playing for MRF.
Mm-hmm.
He should be drafted. Straight away went and told the selectors, he should be drafted into the team. That way, Srinath is very open.
Mm-hmm.
So he could make that statement. He made a statement that Zahir should be selected in the Indian team. He's bowling very well. This was in 98, 99. And he was... Mumbai didn't pick him in the Ranji Trophy team. 97, 98.
Did
98,
not?
99. He was not picked.
Oh, he was not picked?
He was in the standbys.
Okay.
And I asked him, why you are not? No, sir, I'm not in the team. So Lele was the secretary at that time. So I called Lele, I've got a left-arm seamer in the Pace Foundation, and why don't you take him in Baroda? I'm keen, but Indian team was having a camp in Chennai that time, going to Sri Lanka. Anshuman Gaikwad was a coach. So he said, why don't you talk to Anshu? So I sent Zahir Khan to the Indian team camp, and Anshu saw that. He said, yeah, he looks okay. And I will talk to Lele on that. So he called Lele and said, this fellow is very good. But ask him to come to Baroda, bowl to our batsman. Let us see how they face him. He went and bowled. So I asked one of the local cricketer called Rakesh Parekh, how did he bowl? None of the fellows could even touch the ball. It was so quick. He bowled very well, and then they immediately signed him. So he moved from Bombay to Baroda first. He played first for Baroda only.
Okay.
I moved him to Baroda. First match, Bombay was Baroda Ranji Trophy match. Baroda beat Bombay. Zahir Khan gets 5 wickets. Immediately the news spreads around.
I'm trying to remember what year was
99.
99.
The same year, the next year, Baroda won the Ranji Trophy.
Okay. Okay.
99-2000. I was a selector at that time.
Okay.
So the thing is, he walked into the team. I didn't have to say. Everyone knew that there is a left-arm fast bowler bowling quick, 145 plus.
Right.
And he was picked for the Champions Trophy. He troubled Steve Waugh and got 3-4 wickets, and then rest was a history. But it was a great story to tell, because it is like that. Like, he, from the under-19 level where he didn't play at zonals, he didn't play a Ranji Trophy, he went and played for some other state. There he beat Bombay and came into the reckoning. And next year, Bombay called him and asked him to come and play for Bombay. So after that, he moved to Bombay.
Okay.
So he was one of the best trainees I had in the Pace Foundation. Very well behaved and learnt a lot with Dennis Lee. And we sent him to Australia because MRF had a tie-up with the Australian Cricket Academy. They will come and train in Indian conditions, and we can send 2 of our bowlers to Australia. They will train on Australian conditions with their training, gym, everything, what they do with the Australian fast bowlers. They had academy at the Adelaide at that time. So Thirukumaran, who was also playing for India at that time, and Zach, we sent these 2 to Australia. And they played some matches for them in the Adelaide ground and all those things.
So this speaks of the effectiveness of, or the success of MRF Pace Foundation.
And whatever they could do for the bowlers to develop, they did it. I think one of the best institutions, in spite of BCCI, never recognized MRF for their contribution. BCCI never recognized MRF. Because they are spending at that time, 2008, the budget was around 2.5 to 3 crores a year. And even now they are spending it. Now it must be 7-8 crores a year.
Right.
I don't think any other company in India would have spent
that much. Yeah.
Relentlessly, whether it is paying. But it was started by one of the family member of MRF, Ravi Maman. They wanted to keep his dream going. His dream was India should have 4 or 5 fast bowlers in the team, and at least 3 should be from the Pace Foundation. That was his vision.
Right.
So at one stage, India had 4 fast bowlers from the Pace Foundation playing for India.
And the names would be?
Javagal Srinath, Venkatesh Prasad, Zahir Khan, and Subrata Banerjee, or Debashish Mohanty, so many guys like that. Somebody will be. These 3 became permanent, and others started.
So let's move on to talk about the craft of fast bowling. I'd really like to understand in depth, if you had to break down the elements of fast bowling, what would they be? Like if you had to name the top 3 aspects of pace bowling that makes a bowler, bowl quick or accurate or all of that, like what would they be?
See, the thing is, 2 very important things is your run-up.
The run-up.
Of course, I am not taking into account as a physique and other things which can be built.
Right.
Okay? If somebody has a decent height of 5'10", 5'11", And with the modern training methods, you can always build a very good body.
A
And
physique, right.
and training them to running technique is something which is very, very important, because run-up contributes 70% of your effort and efficiency of fast bowling.
So that is the most
The
important
most
aspect of
important, because
pace
what
bowling.
you do in fast bowling, you run and bowl. That run-up, 99.99% of the coaches don't give importance to that, because they know everybody will run and bowl. But how to run, only Dennis Lee developed it. Because when he had a back injury in 1972, after he made his debut in 1971, 72, he went to West Indies, 72, 73. He used to jovially say, I went to West Indies, I had 3 stress fractures, went to a doctor, he created the 4th. So, he at that time, everybody said, you go under the knife. He didn't go under the knife. He said, I will take a complete break and train my back and my body to suit my style of bowling. So he went and worked with a guy called Frank Pike in Western Australia. He took away, he was off cricket for about 18 months. And he worked with a Olympic sprint coach.
Mhm.
Because if you see early Dennis Lee's action, he was wild, moving left to right, right to left like that. He was wild. He was a tearaway fast bowler.
Right.
After the back injury, he became a bowler of more than 100% perfection, because that run-up helped him to get into a proper posture. So that is where his emphasis, when he came to the Pace Foundation, I want an athletic coach. I want a gym. I want a swimming pool. Because they have to do gym, running, and they have to recovery is only hydrotherapy is the best swimming pool.
Mhm.
So like that, he wanted, these are the things are non-negotiables I want. That's what MRF set up. So
So run-up
run-up
is
is the
70%.
premier thing for a fast bowler. If he runs well, and the load-up.
The load-up.
Load-up is very important. That is going to determine your back foot landing and the front foot landing and your body posture. Alignment, body alignment. You see a lot of fast bowlers' hands going here, there,
Right.
running, shaking and running. No, you have to run in a straight line. And you have to generate momentum in your run-up to go through the crease much more smoother. You are running front on, and you have to, if you are a side-on bowler, you have to get
You have
side
to
on.
get side
The
on.
transition should be very smooth.
Right.
For that, the load-up was designed by Dennis Lilly. Okay, load-up was designed by Dennis Lee. And the non-bowling arm, use of the non-bowling arm. These are the 3 important things which makes a fast bowler different from others.
So again, for the benefit of our audience, it's the 70% is
70% of the effort and
run-up.
efficiency is in a run-up,
Run-up.
which you can achieve 100%.
Right.
The next thing is the load-up,
Load-up.
which makes you to go through the crease smoothly, so that there is no stoppage, there is no twist or anything happening. That contributes another 15%. If these 2 are correct, you are around 85% efficient in your back
your
foot
bowling.
landing. After that, use of your front foot, front arm, non-bowling
The
arm,
non-bowling arm.
which will make your body to go into the delivery and bowl more accurate and the speed. The non-bowling arm gives you the speed and accuracy.
Right.
So these 3 things I feel is the most important. That is what I have been teaching for the last 39 years. This is what I learned from Dennis Lee. I am not teaching what I did. I am teaching what Dennis Lee taught me. And I also practiced when I was playing in the early days of as a coach. So this is what has worked. Not a single bowler had a back injury in the Pace Foundation. Not a single bowler whom I have coached after I finished 20 years of coaching in Pace Foundation. Not a single bowler. Anybody I can predict that this fellow is going to have a back injury.
And it's mainly because of these 3
Because
elements.
of the misalignment
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a wrong pattern of movements happening in run-up and during load-up through the action. So it is, Dennis Lee used to say he was the first guinea pig was for the biomechanist. In Australia had, because
Right.
their research is
They were
huge.
advanced.
Australian Institute of Sport is there in Canberra. I've seen they used to do a lot of this 3D motion analysis of all fast bowlers. I've seen Brett Lee coming there. All the fast bowlers will be. Then if you go and the sports medicine doctors used to write down the number of injuries they had in their last few years. Had they been playing in India, they would never be considered because they'll say he's injury prone, drop him.
Hmm.
He'll say, I had three, Brett Lee had 3 stress fractures. But they came back to the game and they were better than what before they had the stress fractures. So that is why even the Australian players, when they have an injury, they come back quickly because the support system was very good.
Was much
Now
better.
India is
Yeah.
better. India is better. Now Indian board has started this COE, Center of Excellence in Bangalore, which is very good. Actually, in 2001, when he was a selector, A.C. Muthaiya was the president of Tamil BCCI. So he Rajbhai wanted to start a cricket academy. So A.C. Muthaiya said, okay, you go ahead, you head that project and then you start. But A.C. Muthaiya called me and I want a good system to be set. So then we'll follow the Australian academy because Rod Marsh was heading the Australian academy.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought Australian Academy to Rod Marsh to India. He set up the system, education, coach education, level 1, level 2, level 3. And then he brought the experts, coached the coaches, and developed. 2 years he was there. Academy was set up in Bangalore, KCA Stadium, Chinnaswamy Stadium. And after that, in BCCI, the heads roll and new head comes and then he was sacked. And then somebody else came, and then they started whatever he has set up, they started following. So at least in 2001, academy was sent.
Mm-hmm.
When Srinath had a shoulder injury in 1997, 98, he one day he got it operated in South Africa, and he called me and he was crying. I said, Sekhar, I think my cricket career is over. And I don't know, I'm not able to roll my hand. It's become so slow. And you should help me in sending me to Australia. You have connections with Australian Cricket Academy. So immediately I spoke to MRF. So Venkatesh Prasad and Srinath were sent to Australia and they've been given exercises. So he came back and then started doing that exercise. He played another 5-6 years he played after that. So the contribution of MRF was huge to Indian cricket, particularly for fast bowling.
Right.
Dennis Lee used to say that I did a very big favor to India by rejecting Sachin Tendulkar as a fast bowler. In 87, when Dennis Lee first came, Sachin had come for the trials.
Oh.
They kept a trial because they wanted to announce that MRF is starting.
Right.
So they called whoever they could call. They contacted Mumbai Cricket Association. They sent Sachin.
That's
so
interesting.
He said Sachin is a medium pacer, so he doesn't fit into that. So he used to tell in jovially that I rejected him, so he became a batsman.
That's the biggest contribution
contribution to Indian cricket.
That's so interesting.
So it's a terrific challenge and a pleasure to be working with the fast bowlers.
And the awareness of this is a lot better now as opposed to back in the day, and I think MRF played a very, very big role. But our audiences, especially the aspiring pace bowlers or parents or coaches of pace bowlers, need to realize how important fitness, nutrition, and recovery plays, because pace bowling, as we all know, is one of the most taxing. From a physical standpoint, the most taxing
it's
aspect
one of the
of cricket.
Very, very difficult.
So, any advice you might have for our audiences about fitness, nutrition, and recovery?
No, that's what you see. The thing is, when we started the Pace Foundation, when we did the gym and all this, I don't want to name some other top cricketers of India that everybody is like a bodybuilder like that, because people don't realize every time a fast bowler runs, lands on his back foot, transfers the weight on the front foot. 8 to 10 times the body weight goes into each joint below the waist level. Suppose somebody
8 to 10 times
10 times the body weight. Suppose
Okay.
somebody is 75 kilos
You're
into
putting that
8
much.
times or 10 times. So 600 or 750 kilos for each ball.
You're putting in that much.
Put in that much, the impact goes
Impact on
into
the lower
from
body.
the waist to the knees, ankles, and all the small joints in your foot. So imagine he bowls 10 overs in a one-day game into 60 times. So you need muscle strength on your legs to withstand that. There are fast bowling technique is inherent of injuries. So that is why this proper running technique and the load up will take care of your alignment properly, so that you have less injuries. You will not have major injuries like a back injury, shoulder injury, or a groin injury, or side strain. All these things can take away a minimum of 6 weeks to 6 months.
So the technique of the most basic elements of pace bowling has to be really, really refined to make sure. So that's the one thing that players should do, is make sure their technique is refined enough to prevent any injuries in the first place.
What Dennis Lee has taught is his technique is most of it are injury prevention. It is already in that technique itself. So if you follow that, you can't say you won't have injuries. You will not have major injuries where it will keep you out of the. See, now Bumrah had a stress fracture.
Mm-hmm.
He got operated. Now people are getting operated. Those days operation was there. They are away from cricket, and they will come back after they find, and by the time they would refine their action. But now they go and get operated in New Zealand, and then after 4 months they play.
Mm-hmm.
But there is no guarantee that you will not get it. But you have to be monitored on a regular basis, that you cannot bowl so many overs, you cannot play 5-day cricket, you cannot play continuously 2 test matches. All those restrictions will come. See, injury is something will happen anybody who bowls 140 plus kilometers. Because your human body is not designed to bowl fast.
To bowl that much.
There are some awkward movements in your bowling, which is not natural to your body, but still people play. That is where your strength and conditioning comes. Make sure it will take care of the awkward movements. So that is why
will always be some,
from the young age, if you make them, if they fast bowler, you teach them how to run properly. Engage a bowling coach. When I come to America and coach, last 3.5 years I've been coming, I'm telling some of the academies, why don't you engage? Because here you can get any university boy or man. When he is practicing athletics, he can come and teach them the basics of athletics, because we want athleticism in the run-up. Not need not to become an athlete. We want athleticism in the run-up, so that the smooth transition through the crease will be easier, so that they'll get more stability and balance. When you are imbalanced, only all this, your body will try to compensate, and you are getting these injuries.
So for youth, if you had to design like a training program for a week, how much of that would be towards, the technique or bowling versus strength and conditioning and recovery?
So that's what a technique, you have to do it only during the off-season.
Technique should be done during off-season.
Off-season, where you have a break of 2-3 months, then you do it. You can do it during season, because Irfan Pathan and all, we have remodeled his action during the season. Okay, it is not that the coach should know where to correct, how to correct. Then you can do it. It's not a lot of people say, no, once you are set in that, you cannot. No, it is not like that. You have to only change the pattern of movement. You are not changing the action. Change the wrong pattern of movements, the right pattern of movement, then he will get into. Irfan Pathan, 2007, he was having a very bad season. He was not bowling well. So he came to the base foundation, stayed there for 2.5 months. We went to the draw board. I didn't give him a ball for 3 weeks. He was just walking and bowling without a ball in his hand. And we had a computer software. Every ball was recorded and shown to him immediately. So his hand has gone from there. I brought it here, and then in the 2007 World Cup finals, he was the man of the match.
Right.
He was 28 at that time. So still, he could do it. He has already played 10, 12 years of cricket, but still we could do it because we had the, what do you call, thing to do it.
The structure to make that happen.
How to make his bowling action more stable and repetitive, like that we did it. So that is why, because I don't believe in somebody, if you are a batsman or a bowler, he should find a fault in a player and give solution how to correct it. He is the best coach in the world, not somebody who has played 100 test matches or scored taken 500 wickets or done 10,000 runs. He should be able to find the mistake. This is a mistake. This is what you should do. You will get corrected. It will happen. That's what Dennis Lee's method is. Dennis Lee was a unique person. He has played at the highest level, but still he can coach. There is a great saying in English, not all great cricketers, not necessarily great coaches.
Yeah.
Okay? Coaching is an art. Not everybody can do it. There are great players who can't coach.
Can't coach, correct.
But there are players who have not played much, but they can be very good coaches.
Coaches, yeah.
Some of the successful coaches who have got brilliant results are all coaches who have played very less. Not that the great players who are not successful. Take the case of John Buchanan, Dave Watmore. He won the World Cup for so many. Stephen Fleming was a great coach. So like that, it happens that you should be, for a coach, you need a communication skills and man management.
Right.
Okay. If you do that, then you will be able to handle it better. Not necessarily you have to be a great player, and then only they'll be. See, there is a myth in India that only such players should be
right
coaches. Then we will have only 2 coaches in India or 3 coaches in India. Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, or somebody like that. There are so many fellows who can. See, it's all, you have to think for 10 others and how we get the best out of the players. Like what Dhoni does. When Dhoni is there, you don't need a coach. He is a captain, come coach, come mentor, come everything, because he knows.
Analyst.
he knows what a person can do at what context. So use it in that context and what he can do. So that he gets the best out of the players.
Right.
Like that. The advice for the local boys in America whom I've been coming here for the last 3.5 years is, because they're playing a lot of matches. Because they don't get coached at all. They don't get to enhance their skill level at all. There's a lot of talent. I've been coming here for 3.5 years. I see a lot of talent. Definitely in few years' time, American can be a nation to reckon with in international cricket. But they don't spend time in enhancing their skill levels.
We perhaps lack the breadth of. There are some really
infrastructure
good coaches.
Is lagging.
And infrastructure lags.
It's lagging because you don't have many turf wickets because international cricket played, and you don't have many qualified coaches to tell what is wrong, what is not wrong. Everybody goes to an academy, 200, 300 boys goes to an academy, and then they practice. But how to enhance the skill, they don't have time. Because if you take the weather conditions of America, the east side is, you can play only for 4 or 5 months. West side, you can play anywhere between 8 to 10 months. But the thing is, somehow you have to make sure that they spend some time, the pre-season, learn and enhance their skill, so they'll be able to deploy their skill in a much better way, perform better.
Yeah, what we lack is the the structure or proper programs for players, especially pace bowlers,
Or even
to
batsmen,
enhance
even
to
batsmen.
and batsmen as well, to enhance their skill set.
Skill. Yeah, there should be a time in the year they are not playing matches. They will go and learn the skill and upskill their
So,
skill levels.
for example, in Dallas, the weather is generally good year round.
Yeah,
There's so many games happening. There's two seasons actually.
two
There's a
seasons,
spring season and a fall
fall
season,
season.
and some they even play like some of the U.S. cricket structures and pathways happen in the summer months. So you're pretty much playing year round. And what I've seen happen is fatigue, injury, somewhat lack of motivation, especially in the youth, because they know there's always another game
Exactly. Yeah.
uh, on the horizon, and so there's not as much time being spent on, getting better, improving your skill set, and not to mention, fitness and nutrition and
Yeah.
recovery, which is
No,
also as
it's
important.
all there already, because
Yeah,
India was lagging on it for about the early 80s, 90s, even in 2000. But here you have all these fitness standards are there, and but only thing is it has to be moderated to cricket, because they may do it for a American rules football or a soccer or a baseball or a basketball, but it has to be moderated to the, so that a good cricketing coach
right.
can help them out.
The
And
systems are
you have
definitely in place for other
definitely in place
sports.
for
Yeah,
the modern day sportsman. That's
yeah,
not a issue at all. But the coaching methodologies, you should have specialist coaches instead of one man coaching bowler, batsman, wicket keeper, off spinner, leg spinner, left arm spinner, fast bowler, everything.
we need
So
specialists.
you need this is a era of specialist coaches where you have to get this expertise, and all the academies should benefit out of this.
Right.
So if somebody is coming, suppose tomorrow a guy like you have a lot of good leg spinners, Elsa Ramakrishnan comes. Tomorrow the academy says, no, if you go, you should not go there. You should only practice it. That should not happen.
Right.
They should all send their bowlers to Elsa Ramakrishnan. Suppose Bishan Singh Bedi was alive and is conducting a camp. Everybody should go, because they are all legends. And they will teach them how they were made international bowlers. They will be able to teach. Maybe they will tell one or two things which will change a bowler from a normal bowler to a very good bowler. In my opinion, 1 week of bad coaching takes 6 months to correct.
Mm.
Okay? So, what I am trying to do is, the pattern of movement, what I tell them, it has to be absorbed by the muscle memory, and the old bad habits which have learnt, they have to unlearn it.
Right.
So erase that muscle memory and rewrite this new pattern of movements, so they'll be better bowlers.
What words of motivation you would have for the youth and even some of the older, aspiring pace bowlers in this country, where, as you mentioned, we lack infrastructure. Sometimes we're playing on astroturf, which is basically concrete with a matting on it, or we're playing on turf pitches that are not being maintained that well.
Yeah.
And in both cases, uh, the skill set that suffers the most is the pace bowlers, because on astroturf they're not very effective,
Yeah.
and on the not so well maintained turf pitches, sometimes even the spinners will open the bowling
Yes. Yes.
because
I heard that recently. I was talking to Hari. So nowadays, straight away they bowl spinners,
yeah,
and because they are the batsmen, American young kids, they are not comfortable playing spin. The opponents trying to take advantage, so the fast bowlers become redundant. So some bowler who can bowl 1 or 2 overs, so they go with 3 or 4 spinners, which is not a good thing.
right,
Which is not a good thing at all. But basically, infrastructure is labor intensive. Here, the labor is very expensive, and
expensive,
then. But AstroTurf, you should learn how to bowl on AstroTurf. You should learn the variations. You should learn the length, what length to bowl. That is not. That I won't agree. AstroTurf is not good for bowlers. I won't agree that the ball skids. You can definitely bowl better than a normal turf wicket, which is flat. There is no grass or anything like that. Definitely, but they should play more on turf.
Yeah.
So then only because some of the Indian kids who come to India and play practice on turf wickets, and when they come back, again they have to play on. So they should create more turf wickets around America so that they go and practice instead of coming over to India and do. Of course, you get better facilities in India in the sense better coaching facility you get and all those things. Spinners, a lot of spinners are there. You can get, but I feel there's a lot of talent in America, and they should encourage the specialist coaches to come. All the academies should cooperate and make sure utilize the services of them. And what they should ask for is they should try to coach the coaches here, and they also learn the trick of how to coach so that it is more cohesive and everybody is working towards America becoming a more cricket oriented country in the future, so that see here you can study and cricket play both.
Right.
In India you cannot. You can study or play cricket, any one of them, because if you don't attend college, even you attend a professional college engineering here, you can take 3 months off, play cricket for 3 months, and remaining 6 months you can come and study and compensate for the absence of 3 months.
Right. There is that flexibility.
That flexibility is there. And see, now America has qualified for the 50 over World Cup, and as a host nation they qualified for the Olympics, and they have already qualified for the T20. Three events are going to come in the next 2 years. And the American cricket, what I saw in 2023 and now, the huge improvement and the huge interest is there. But it is going to double or even triple.
Yes.
So now this MLC happening is something which is great. Now 5 local players are to be played. So that is a motivation level. Now next year there could be in the 6 team, it could be an 8 team. So 8 into 5, 40 players are going to play in MLC.
Right.
And they should also make a rule saying that out of the 5, 2 should be the citizens who are born and brought up here.
Yeah, correct.
Not the imported
ones. Right.
And plus this, for these 5, they will be having 2 reserves for that. So 8 into 7, 56 players are going to be involved. So the pathway is coming, and they should improve the minor league standards. And people should also seriously start playing for the Under-19 World Cup. USA will be playing.
Right.
So there are 3 pathways which is opening in the next few years.
Yeah.
I think the parents will definitely try, instead of stopping cricket, because here the education system from after 10th it becomes tough.
Right.
So maybe they can take off for 1 year and then concentrate on the study. I'm a firm believer of that you cannot take cricket as a profession in America.
Yeah.
You can, side by side, you can play cricket and keep a degree, professional degree. If you are a doctor, you cannot play cricket here because it takes 13, 14 years to finish your doctor.
To become a doctor.
So doctor is ruled out.
Yeah.
If you are doing engineering or a MBA or a commerce or economics or whatever it is, then you can still play cricket.
Pursue.
So you should slightly push the age from 16 to 20, 21. Then you can play minor league. Maybe you will be knocking at the doors of MLC. And if you are good enough, then you can play even for, by the time all the imported cricketers would have become aged, the new generation cricketers will come into the American national team. They will be playing better cricket.
It's great to hear this. I'm so glad you mentioned it, because sometimes I think the mentality over here amongst the parent community seems to be, and somewhat understandably so, because we don't see the future right now, it's not visible, is that if you don't make it by under 17, under 18, stop cricket completely.
Yeah.
Right. And focus on college and studies. Whereas it sounds like it's better to still continue. If it's still your passion and if you're still enjoying playing, continue it, do it parallelly along with education, because there are avenues that are opening up and going to open up. And you could be the beneficiary.
I think in next 5 years, I'll give you, American cricket will transform into better, because these three events I'm talking about next 2 years, and I coach around America. A lot of parents who are 12, 13, those generation cricketers, they've got very good talent. Very good talent. I don't want to name them, but till then it will become unnecessary controversy. I've seen, and the parents are very keen on them to pursue cricket even after 16, 17. Okay, they are all made up their mind. He is not going to become a doctor, he is not going to become a lawyer or whatever it is. I want him to play cricket and study, basic degree you will get, and after that also, even at 25 you can do a master's here. There is no problem.
Yeah.
That flexibility is not there in India. So things will change because the MLC will bring in more infrastructure into, and they are also tying up, like CSK has come with a lot of academies, and KKR is coming with a lot of academies. So already Washington Freedom and San Francisco Unicorns, they have tie up with Australian. Those cricketers will come and teach. So the cricket teaching is going to get better in the next few years.
For sure.
But for that, very important is because it is the cricket system is here academy oriented. There are no clubs.
Yeah.
Academy oriented. The academies should not feel
to work together.
Insecure. Somebody from outside, they're coming and coaching, they will take away the cricketers. No, nobody. When you are if you are doing a MBA or something, if you are in India, they go to a academy, education academy, try to work around that, try to pass the CAT exam or something like that. They should take it that level so that they'll be able to enhance the skill of their children, and they become better cricketers.
So TA Sekhar sir, that's so good to hear from you that the US has, and you can see
I see a lot of future
the
for
positive future
cricket,
in US cricket. We could continue talking for hours and hours, and I'm sure there's a lot more stories that our audiences would love to hear. So maybe next year when you come back, we'll have another podcast and talk more about the future, maybe.
But
by
the time it could have changed also.
Exactly. But this has been great. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, to share your experiences, your insights. And as I said, we'd love to have you back next time.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to have come to this podcast.
Thank you.